Welcome back, everybody, to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. It's Business Monday. We just talked with the food czar. You don't have as fancy a title as that. You're just the head of a cool acupuncture studio. Korben Perry, entrepreneur, health guru, thinker, doer. Talk a little bit about your business.
Sure. So we're Kindred Community Acupuncture. We've been operating for about 18 or 19 months. Providing about 5,000 or so sliding scale acupuncture treatments for people in Pawtucket and surrounding communities. We're part of a national cooperative of community acupuncture clinics, which I helped start about 10 years ago. And so we developed a kind of a high volume, low cost model to make it accessible for most people.
Yep.
To get treatments and to get healthy and stay healthy together.
And when you say, high volume, you're not talking drive-through window per se.
No, but we're not against that. Acupuncture is
very mobile, very... talk a little bit about it. I think everybody knows a little bit about it, but 90% of the population, I guess, don't know a lot about it and don't know how it's used, when it can be used, and what some of the issues are related to healthcare coverage and aspects like that. So walk us through it.
Yeah, so I'll say something about that, but I feel like it's important to say at this point that it turns out if you make acupuncture affordable and kind of easy to access regularly, then nearly everyone wants it and nearly everyone benefits from it. Whereas we've kind of been trained in the United States to think of it as kind of a luxury spa treatment, which of course historically is not at all how it was used. As you said, it's very mobile, it's not very labor intensive, it uses very easy to access and cheap supplies, needles, which need to be designed well, cotton balls. But in terms of what to understand about acupuncture, it's part of Chinese medicine, and it's a comprehensive medical system that helps your body do everything that your body knows how to do, everything that your body knows how to heal from. The acupuncture helps it do better.
So injury, stress, keep going down the list.
Yep. Let's start with stress, in that so many of our modern illnesses and conditions are, if not caused by stress, at least related to it, right? And one of the beautiful things about acupuncture is its profound influence on your nervous system, and therefore kind of helping your body to be able to recover from stuff faster. So stress, injuries, getting blood flowing, helping with inflammation, so all the kind of inflammatory conditions that many, many people, especially kind of middle-aged, especially women, are experiencing now, including endocrinological things. All those kind of inflammatory symptoms, acupuncture is really good for, including digestive stuff and respiratory things, insomnia. I love treating people with headaches and migraines because it's almost always a game changer for people.
Really.
You could go down the line.
When does it not work?
Right. It doesn't work very well if you're not able to get frequent and regular treatments. That's not true for everyone. Some people, especially if you're young and otherwise healthy, can get a single treatment and have something really switch, really kind of shift in their body, and on they go, and maybe I'll see you next year when I break my wrist, whatever. Right. But for most people, it's about getting kind of regular and frequent treatments. And also, obviously, emergency situations where you need more intense medical intervention.
Right.
And we're obviously not prohibiting people from doing that. We're encouraging people to do that where it's necessary.
So if I got my arm cut off on a table
I don't
saw,
want to see you.
You're not going to treat me with...
No.
You're thinking maybe Rhode Island Hospital.
That's correct.
Okay. I sprained my ankle, I've got inflammation. Is acupuncture going to give me some relief, assistance?
Really useful in the short run and the long run.
Yeah.
Really useful for the pain and the inflammation, again, right off the bat. And then just keeping things flowing and helping your body heal completely. So often, again, depending on our age and our other health conditions, we don't heal completely from these things.
Right.
And they contribute to other illnesses down the road.
So why is there acupuncture's been in the United States for 30 years at some level of commercial usage.
Yes.
Yeah. Why isn't there an acupuncture branding campaign? Why aren't we seeing a Super Bowl ad? We see enough healthcare advertising. How can acupuncture educate the marketplace in a bigger and better way?
I think that's a profound question, and what we're trying to do, this national cooperative that I'm talking about, which is called the People's Organization of Community Acupuncture, is less about branding, but we're not against that, and more about kind of access. And we're talking neighborhood by neighborhood.
Yeah.
There needs to be a place where people can come and pay $15, if that's what they can pay on the sliding scale, for a treatment. And again, if that person feels better when they walk out, improves their health after 2 or 3 treatments, they're going to tell their neighbor, their coworker, their crazy neighbor, and they're going to bring them in. So in essence, that's the branding.
Are you going for the crazy neighbor?
Yes,
Is that the target
absolutely.
audience? Yeah, excellent. Let's talk a little bit about the sliding scale business model. Rich guys like Brian over at Commerce. What's he going to pay on your sliding scale? He is fabulously wealthy. He summers in the Caribbean. I saw him there. I can prove it. What's he going to pay for a visit?
So in our clinic, the sliding scale goes between $15 and $45. We don't ask.
So reasonable.
Yeah, we don't ask questions. We don't want to see income verification.
You're
People
not
have to-
looking for tax returns. You're not looking for FICA scores.
Right.
None of those things.
No, it's really about making it as simple as possible for people when they walk in, and also conceptualizing it as something that can fit into their world in an economic way. So yeah, at sliding scale, $15 to $45, and people pay on the range. People kind of decide, okay, you're telling me I need to get...
What happens when the rich, cheap guy comes in driving the 7 Series BMW?
Usually that person pays up at the top. There's frequently,
There's
definitely exceptions.
rich guys get to be rich because they don't. Right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Talk about how long is a treatment in most cases?
Yeah, so for the first visit, we're going to sit down with you and do kind of a private intake.
Yeah.
That part is private.
15 minutes, lots of questions.
Not so much.
No?
We want to know what you're experiencing, less about kind of the diagnoses that you've been giving and more your description of what's going on with your health. And obviously a kind of basic health history, and we're going to go over that stuff, and so that you know what to expect from a treatment. Then you're going to sit.
Are you looking, though, this is healthcare, are you looking at the electronic health record? Do you want to see that? Do you want to?
Well, we're keeping an electronic health record. We're not.
You're not calling up their
crowdsourcing with
but
it.
you're not calling their primary and saying, "Hey, send over."
Not in most cases.
Okay.
No. Where were we?
How long?
Yeah. So a first treatment, you're gonna, after we sit down, we're gonna do a little bit of needling, and then you're going to find out that you can sit there in this relaxed state. You're probably getting sleepy right now. And you can stay really as long as you want. This is a kind of a difference between us and kind of spa acupuncture.
Yeah.
We're not going to come in and turn you over and tell you when the needles will come out. It's really important that you kind of pay attention to the arc of the treatment. And for many people, that's really clear. They get really sleepy, get really heavy, and then at some point kind of pop up out of it. Start to feel a little antsy. That's it.
Yep.
And they catch eyes with the acupuncturist, and we take the needles out. So to answer your question, anywhere between 35 minutes on the very short side and an hour and a half. Some people come in and they go deep for an hour and a half. That's their best sleep.
I like the nap. I like the nap idea even more than being the acupuncture.
Come sleep with strangers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then how big is your facility and where is it?
So we're in Pawtucket, right at the edge of Providence, North Main and Pawtucket Avenue.
Where the Newport Creamery used to be, near there? Job lot used to be?
That's correct, right in that area.
We only describe things in Rhode Island by where something
I'm
used
picking
to
that
be.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we probably 6,000 square.
Yeah.
It's big enough to have 11 or 12 recliner chairs
Yep.
and a big kind of sanctuary of plants in the middle, and our big office out front. So it's one of the big rooms in an old mill building that's been redone, and
That's great.
kind of beautiful sanctuary-like feeling.
And what's your goals for 2019? What are you trying to do with the business, and what do you hope to achieve?
So right now, our business is basically a fee-for-service model where people come in and they pay on that sliding scale. What we're starting to do is more partnerships with medical institutions, other organizations who want to take care of their members, their community. We have the facility to sit together to get regular acupuncture.
That's right.
So, for example, Thunder Mist Health Center in Woonsocket, they're also in West Warwick.
Yep.
They have a trans health program, and they got some grant money to do some outside programs. So they put out a call. You don't have to be a Thunder Mist patient. Put out a call to the trans community in Rhode Island. Come on this night every month.
That's great.
We pay for the treatment, and people come in and sit together. So that's the stuff that I'd really like to see happen this year, and we got a good start on that.
That's great. Congratulations on all the success. We'll love to hear more about what you do over the next year and keep us up to date.
Thanks for having me.
And you worked well with Commerce Rhode Island?
Oh, it was really key. The Rhode Island Small Business Development Corporation kind of was the first triangulation, and they helped me find the Center for Women in Enterprise.
Right.
And they helped me find a very key loan through them, and that's what got me going.
That's great.
That
Congratulations on all the success.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks everybody for tuning in on the Small Biz segment on Business Monday. We'll be back at 4 o'clock with Gary Sass, the Money Man.